Okay, so an estimated amount of over $200 million have been lost to railway theft in the country. According to Deputy Minister for Railways, Kweku Asante-Boateng, it costs $5 million to construct a kilometer of railway line, estimating that over 60 kilometers have been stolen across the country. A few which have been retrieved are not fit for purpose. Mr. Boateng says efforts to revive the sector is being negatively affected by the present situation. He's been touring affected areas in the Ashanti region.
Is to sensitize the public on the happenings on railway assets. As you could see behind you, we have a lot of the lines which have been cut by thieves. They use welding machines to cut the line and sell as scrap. This is the situation we find ourselves in. When we came into power, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo realized the need for us to revamp the railway sector. And let me tell you, for a fact, to construct 1 kilometer of a rail is costing this nation an amount of $5 million to construct just 1 kilometer. And if we are to construct, let's say, 100 kilometers of rail, it will cost this nation not less than $500 million. If you convert that into our currency, you can imagine. We know for sure that for the past 20 years, we haven't seen any train running on our rails. The industry is gone down and we are trying to revamp it. But this is not to say that the old tracks are not good. When you go to Sekandi Takrady, there are some trains still running on the old lines. We're using it to cut manganese and bauxite. Although we don't have a lot of coaches and other things to run economically so that people will see it. But what I'm trying to say is that when we came to power, we have developed a master plan that will bring back the old train system that we all knew or we all know. And now our government is doing a lot. We haven't gotten here. That's why we haven't seen. But even for Kumasi, we've awarded a contract for David Water to start a new line from Kejetia here to Kasi. And we are on the verge of awarding another contract to continue to Obuasi. But
let's speak to Nanaya Ojima, who is on tour with the Deputy Minister, and he's joining us via phone. Nanaya, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Great stuff. Okay, so Mr. Boateng revealed plans to engage the steel industry. Now, do you have any idea of what these plans are?
So the strategy is that if government is able to cut demand for these steel or railway lines, obviously there will be an impact on the supply. Therefore, if government is able to get in touch with the steel companies who take these lines for their work to desist from buying from these sources, obviously the people who are engaging in certain activity will not be encouraged to go ahead and steal these railway lines for sale. So the government would want to engage these companies and try and find a way of ensuring that they cut demand from their end to discourage the people who steal these lines from going ahead with what they do. Now, according to the minister, there are some people who have already been picked up, and some of them have been able to be sentenced by the police, by the court, and due to the act. There are others who are still in police custody and they are going through the legal process. So government would want the general public to help cooperate and inform the police about some of these tests going on our various railway lines to ensure that this is brought to an end and help government to revive the sector.
Right, okay, that sounds good. So from the Ashanti region, where are you heading to?
The minister will be visiting parts of the eastern region where the lines are also being cut for tills. And also from there, we hope that the minister is able to give us the way forward for the ministry in dealing with such situations. But so far, he's been able to engage some the district police at Joso, and they talk some strategy to help the government deal with people who have been stealing such property.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Nana Aljima, for joining us, and you stay safe out there.